Hello my friends, and welcome to the 8th class in our grammar course, into which my friends we are going to carry on studying the cultural, emotional and contextual differences between tenses so that we know how to use each tense appropriately and precisely like native speakers. Today my friends we are going to study the differences between past simple and past perfect. As we know, my friends, from the previous classes, we studied past simple and we said that we use past simple to describe a statement or an action that happened and finished in the past, has no results now, and the situation of it is finished or changed. Let's take these examples. If I say Sarah was sick last week, this means that Sarah this week is fine and she is not sick. So the statement, the situation here happened in the past and finished in the past, and it has no results now. And as we said before, we use the past simple to give a precise time for the action. For example, we say, I came to the party at 8 p.m. last night. I can write here last night. While, my friend, the principle of past perfect, or generally the principle of perfects, depends on linking two actions together or one action with its results. In here, my friends, we use the past perfect to describe a statement or an action that happened before another one in the past. In here, my friends, in the past perfect, we always have action 1 and action 2. We have an older action and we have a later action. Generally, my friends, the past perfect is the past of the past, which means is the action number 1 or the older action. Let's take these two examples here, my friends. We have a party, for example, and we have two people, Jack and Sarah. They wanted to meet, but Jack had to leave, for example, the party at 8 p.m. and Sarah came at 9 p.m. So how can I describe what happened? I have two options here to talk about the first situation. I can say before Sarah came, what happened before Sarah came? Jack had left. So we have here two actions. The latter one or the second one was Sarah coming, while the other one or the older one was Jack leaving the party. So I say before Sarah came, for example, at 9 p.m., Jack had left at 8 p.m. Or we can say after Jack had left at 8 p.m., Sarah came at 9 p.m. Generally, my friends, if I don't mention the hours, using the past perfect is enough to tell the reader or the listener that Jack had left before Sarah came. So Jack's action happened before Sarah's one. The other example here, we say, I had been happy, coronavirus spreaded. And here, my friends, I say we have a statement and an action. The statement happened before the action. So I say, before coronavirus spreaded, for example, in 2019, I had been happy. For example, in 2018, 17, 16, and so on. So before this happened, I had been happy. Or I can say after I had been happy in 2016, 14, 15, 18, 19. Coronavirus spreaded in 2019, so that the statement of happiness had finished. Now, my friends, let's discuss the second point. In here, my friends, we can use past simple to discuss two or three actions happening after one another. Here, we have two statements or actions that happened after one another. But in here, my friends, we have to take into consideration two main points. The first one is that these actions had no connections with one another, so they are independent from one another. While the other point is that they, or these actions, didn't affect one another. Let me give you this example here. We played sports, felt tired, then we went home. So we have here three actions happened after one another, but nobody affected the other because they were independent. For example, we played a sport, ate some sandwiches, felt tired, then went home. So we didn't feel tired because we played sport in here. That's why we use past simple for all of these actions to show that those actions are independent. To show that, for example, we played sport, ate in the restaurant, felt tired, then we went home. So that I show that we felt tired, for example, because of something else, but we didn't feel tired just because of sport. Sport wasn't the only factor that made us feel tired. And the second example here, my friends, Sarah didn't come to school yesterday. She was sick. So Sarah was sick, and she didn't come. She didn't come at school for example, she didn't want to. If I say here, Sarah didn't come to school because she was sick, I mean that being sick was not the only reason that Sarah didn't come. Maybe she had something else. While if I use the past perfect, I can use the past perfect to describe two or more the statements or actions that happened after one another, but we have to take into consideration two main points. In here, the actions are connected to one another, and the older action affects the latter one. For example, here I say we went home because we had played sport and felt tired. So I here give a reason why we went home, that we had played sport, and because we had played sport, we felt tired, then we went home. So these actions are connected to one another. We felt tired because of the efforts we paid during playing sport. Or I say, Sarah had been sick, so she didn't come to school yesterday. So in here, I have this action, which is the reason Sarah had been sick, and the result of Sarah being sick in the older action or statement, that in the latter one she didn't come to school. So here, my friends, the sickness of Sarah was the main reason she didn't come to school. So generally, my friends, we can say Sarah didn't come to school yesterday and she was sick. But if I say Sarah didn't come to school, if I want to use the word because, I say because she had been sick. So the action happened, well, she didn't come to school because she had been sick before. But if I say and, I mean the sickness was not the main reason. That's it for today, my friends. I am very sorry for making this video arduous. And if you don't understand the point, my friends, please try to replay this video for 2 or 3 times, the number you feel comfortable with, and play some Kahoot games which are related to the topic today. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to get in touch with me. In the next class, my friends, we are going to discuss the differences between past perfect and present perfect. Till that day, my friends, Good luck studying. Good luck making yourself better.